Have you seen the Sydney Sweeney ad, Senator? And if so, what did you think about it?
Yes, I saw the ad. And okay, the young woman does have big, beautiful breasts. But let's not lose sight of what's important. We are the party of ugly, fat people. We can't just allow these Republicans to put a beautiful white young woman with perfectly round titties in their ads, because people like that shit. We need to keep putting fat, ugly bitches in our ads, you know? Stay woke.
Yo, it's Me got baby face, me big boss man. Me like America, me got good plan. Mexico water, make Gulf US survey. Me make Zelensky say thanks to my face. Me got baby face, me got big cheer. Trump bad, Trump good, me no care. Me write big book, kill billies and stuff. Now me important, we're tired tough. Me go Yale school, me learn big word. Now me forget everything me heard. Silicon people give me job, me take. Now me like Trump, me make no mistake. Yo, it's JD Advance. Fight walk folk, me say never die. Me protect kids, me born liberal. Him, them, there. America simple, only two gender. Me face, me big boss man. Me like America, me got good plan. Mexico water, make Gulf US of A. Me make Zelensky say thanks to my face. Too many gender for my agenda. Went on a bender, exec or the sender. Might take Panama just like na. Might take Gaza, pop then a plaza. With this my majesty.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome into Cobra Cast 199. I am your host, Jeremy Prime, Mage IDOT of Unit 199. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. And we just have to get it out of the way. Alex Jones won. Alex Jones won everything. No matter what you think, Alex Jones is the winner of everything in the universe. Here you see Alex celebrating Thanksgiving with the one, the only Sydney Sweeney. Great job, Alex. Great job. Really proud of him. This went viral on Twitter. So many people were thinking this was real. It's a great Photoshop. And it looks real. And dude, like people were losing their minds. Last I looked at had like 60,000 likes. Actually, no, look, I'm looking at it now. 96,000 likes on Alex Jones' Twitter account. 96,000 likes, 16 million views for Alex Jones on this picture right here. Sydney Sweeney's boobs sell. Okay. End of discussion. Yeah, pretty fantastic to say the least. But I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Yeah, I've spent the day watching Stranger Things, season 5, watching football. Currently watching football right now, the Cowboys and the Chiefs game, which I think the Cowboys just kicked the field goal. I think they're up by 6. Third quarter. But yeah, so just wanted to hang out with all of you and see what's going on. Irish Jedi says, how's Stranger Things? I'm not going to spoil anything. I didn't like it. I'm not a fan of the first 4 episodes. I'm just not. I'm not a fan. And I'm not going to get into the details, but there's a lot of identity politics. It's really got, I mean, every storyline is centered around identity politics. They have multiple gay storylines now that are focused on it. It's women at the forefront of everything. It's annoying. But look, man, I think I'm in the minority. I think most people are enjoying it. And I have been a fan of Stranger Things all through this series. But it just feels like they're in overkill mode now with the identity politics bullshit. And also the multiple gay storylines in it. And when I say gay, I literally mean gay storylines. Characters struggling with their sexuality and needing to find themselves. And I need to find myself. And just stupid shit, man. It's really annoying. So, but look, man, if other people are into this season, it seems like a lot of people are loving it. I saw Jack Posobiec tweeting up a firestorm about this, talking about stuff that happened in the opening scene. I think he's reaching big time. But I'm not really, I listen, I don't really have anything against Jack Posobiec, but whenever he talks about pop culture, it's usually the cringiest shit ever. And so Jack Posobiec is kind of going on this rant about the opening scene of season 5 with Vecna. And I think it's a massive reach what he's looking at. But hey, we're not going to make the whole thing. Didn't Jack say Tulsa King was woke? Yes, he did, which was absolutely retarded. With that said, I'm not loving Stranger Things, at least the first 4 episodes. I'm still, listen, I'm too far invested in this series, so I will be watching the remainder to see how it all ends. But there are multiple good television series going on right now. Landman is excellent. Tulsa King is excellent. And Pluribus so far is excellent. 4 episodes in. Pluribus is from Vince Gilligan, the creator of Breaking Bad. And it's so good. It's so good. So far, 4 episodes in. It's a great series so far. But yeah, we'll see how it all plays out. I mean, to be fair, I didn't like season 3 of Stranger Things the first time I watched it. On rewatch, I liked it. But yeah, man, there's just like it's forces female is basically what it feels like. Stranger Things this season forces female. There's one kid in it that I like named Derek, and he is a fat fucking kid that gets dismissed. And he's carrying around a G.I. Joe lunchbox, and he's actually turned out to be like an incredibly likable character. But outside of that, man, like, I don't know. We'll get into this bullshit on Friday Night Tights, I'm sure. But yeah, Derek is great. But other than that, man, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, he had the G.I. Joe lunchbox. So I'm like, bro, he's got a G.I. Joe poster on his wall. He's got a G.I. Joe lunchbox. So I'm like, okay, that's my homie right there. But yeah, let's see what you, so again, this picture with Alex Jones and Sydney Sweeney has just gone mega viral. And I figured it's pretty good to look at for the chat. Always looking out for the chat. Tommy says, happy thanks, Jessica, giving all. Thank you, Tommy. Brian says, happy Turkey Day to the 199 and our Fig Commander. Vault 95 says, was not expecting this great Thanksgiving surprise. I said I was going to go live. I told you guys I was going to go live for a little while today. Arclight says, if I see them with my eyes, then they are real. Also, oh yeah, Alex is there. Zinni Biscuit says, Papa Leo told me to say thank you. So thank you, chat, Jeremy, and wherever. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Vault 95 says, when is your turkey costume? Let's see. Where is your turkey costume tonight? I'm not, did I promise that? No turkey costume for me. Daniel says, Trump just called to cut out income tax again. So is he live right now? I needed to see. I think he either was live earlier or he was about to go live. Let me see if I can find this. Not live right now, is he? He is not live right now. Unless he's live on the White House channel. He's still live? Well, fuck. Hang on. The White House. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, he is live. Okay. Let's go to it.
Ordered a lot, and we're
why can I not hear that? Can you guys hear it? The audio is so jacked up on here. Can you guys hear this? Because I can't hear a damn thing he's saying.
Now. We had none. We only have one in the whole country. Russia has 48.
I'll wait.
And
I don't
we
want to
have
interrupt
one.
if you guys can hear it.
And that's just ridiculous. So
Okay, I'll shut up and try to fix
we're doing them
mine.
in conjunction with Finland and some other people, and they make the big. They're known as the people that do, I guess, 90% of the icebreakers. So they have a great expertise. But we're doing them also as a joint venture where they're going to be built in this country, and they've already started. So we've ordered 11. You were going to build one, and the one was going to cost almost as much as the 11. And every one of the 11 is much better than the one. So that didn't sound like a good deal. So you know exactly what you're getting. You're getting the best icebreakers in the world, the top of the line, and they're going to be delivered very soon. Actually, they're moving along very quickly. They're building them, and you'll end up with 11. But before we even start that, we're going to end up doing another 11 pretty soon. So you're going to have a lot of icebreakers pretty soon, which is very important. I assume, is that important for the Coast Guard? Because if it's not, I'll cancel the order immediately.
Very important. Yes.
Okay, good. Then I won't cancel the order. That's good. You're going to have the best icebreakers there are. So it's really great. Very important to us. Thank you. Any other questions?
Yes, Mr. President.
Yes.
I'm Petty Officer Riza. First question is, what is your true golf handicap, not according to fake news? And are you and President Biden going to play that golf match?
I'd love to. I mean, I've invited him, but he doesn't want to show up. Look, I know a lot about golf. I've won 38 club championships, and I don't get to practice much. I won one last year. I won a club championship at a big club, beating a 27-year-old kid. I said, I'm decades older than you. But I said, the fairway doesn't know how old you are as you walk up the middle, and he's in the rough. And I've been a good golfer over the years. When you win, club championships are our majors. You know that. Most people can't play in them. They won't. We're talking about no strokes or anything else. So I'm a very low handicap, and I've won 38 of them legitimately, everyone legitimately. It has to be legitimate because you have a lot of people following you during club championships, as you know. So I guess I'm very, I got to be right around scratch or better. I beat a +3. That's 3 better, 3 below par. If you look at it, for those that don't know, in the finals of the club championship last year with all I was going through and with no practice. So I'm a good golfer. Yeah, I would have to say that. I want to be honest. I have to be honest. I played with Bryson DeChambeau on his show, the Breaking 50, and we had a good time. But a lot of people thought that was a great ratings hit, and we had a lot of fun. But golf is great. It's sort of a microcosm of life, and you have a lot of people talk, but they can't play. Like Biden. Biden can't hit a ball 30 yards. I'm telling you. I looked at his swing. He cannot hit a ball 30 yards. He said he was a 6 handicap. He said that was the only thing that made me angry during the debate with him. He said he was a 6. I said, you're not a 6. And he said, well, I'm an 8. I said, that was quick. I picked up 2. But he's not 100. He's not 100. So, but it's a great game, and I hope you guys get to play a little bit of it. But frankly, I'm more excited about the icebreakers, if you want to know the truth. So anyway, I want to thank you all. Great job. Coast Guard, great job. We're proud of you. You're going to have the best equipment in the world, and it's coming rapidly. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for support, President.
So that concludes presentations. If you have any closing remarks, that'll be it.
Well, I do have closing remarks. I just want to say how proud I am. You look at the people that we just dealt with. These are the top people in our country. These are just beautiful people inside and out. They're brave. They're smart. They're brilliant. And I just want to say it's an honor to be with you. It's an honor to be working with you. We have the strongest country we've ever had. We make the best equipment in the world. We have the best military in the world. Nobody can even come close. And everybody knows it. And they respect us now again. A year ago, 2 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, they didn't respect us at all. They laughed at us. Nobody's laughing anymore. So I just want to thank you all very much. I'm very proud of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. We can cut that then. We can cut that. Hello.
Hello, good to see you. Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. You too.
A question about this tragic shooting in Washington, D.C. U.S. officials say that the suspect worked very closely with the CIA in Afghanistan for years, that he was vetted, and the vetting came up clean.
He went cuckoo. I mean, he went nuts. And that happens too. It happens too often with these people. You see them. But look, this is how they come in. This is how they're standing on top of each other. And that's an airplane. There was no vetting or anything. They came in unvetted. And we have a lot of others in this country. We're going to get them out. But they go cuckoo. Something happens to them.
Your DOJ IG just reported this year that there was thorough vetting by DHS and by the FBI of these Afghans who were brought into the U.S. So why do you blame the Biden administration?
Because they let them in. Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? Because they came on a plane along with thousands of other people that shouldn't be here, and you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person. And there's a law passed that it's almost impossible not to get them out. You can't get them out once they come in. And they came in, and they were unvetted, they were unchecked. There were many of them, and they came in on big planes, and it was disgraceful. And if you look, you'll see there was a law passed. It makes it almost impossible not to let them in, not to certify them, so to speak, once they come in. And they came in, and they shouldn't have come in. And frankly, the whole thing was a mess. The whole Afghanistan situation was a mess. It should have never taken place. If we're going to go out, and we would have gone out because I had everybody ready to go. We were going to go out with strength and dignity and precision. And we would have left from Bagram, and we would have kept Bagram, by the way, because of its very close relationship to China and where they make their missiles. But when you let the people come in by the thousands and thousands and thousands, they made a terrible mistake. But they were incompetent. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. President, thank you for having us here tonight. You've spoken with Sarah and Andrew's family.
We have a call in a little while, actually, right after this.
Do you plan to?
Well, the family is devastated, as you can imagine. But we have spoken. I mean, my people have spoken with the family. We'll be speaking tonight, tomorrow. You have to give them a little. They just found out about their daughter. You know, you can't just call 2 seconds later.
Yeah, of course.
It's a very, very tough situation.
Obviously,
She was so outstanding. I mean, I just heard outstanding in every single way.
it's in the early stages, obviously, but do you plan to attend Sarah's funeral?
I haven't thought about it yet, but it certainly is something I could conceive of. I love West Virginia. You know, I won West Virginia by one of the biggest margins of any president anywhere. And it's, you know, these are great people. I love the people of West Virginia. I love the people of our country. But I haven't given it any thought, but it sounds like something I could do, yeah. It's very raw.
Yeah, of course. The suspect does have a wife and 5 children who live in Washington. Do you plan to deport them?
The suspect has?
The suspect?
Well, we're looking at that right now. We're looking at the whole situation with family. It's a tragic situation. Yeah, Jeff?
Mr. President, are there any changes you want to make to improve safety for National Guardsmen who are being sent into these cities?
No, just I want to have more. We, as you know, we're sending 500 more. We had very little crime in Washington now for, you know, many months. Record-setting low crime, and this happened. And I don't know how you put this on the scale of that. This is sort of different. This is a terrorism threat, and this was done because they're so effective. If they weren't effective, you probably wouldn't have had this done. But this was done because the National Guard has been so effective. You know, you went from having a tremendous amount of crime and death, killing, everything else, to having none. And this happened, I assume, because it was so effective. And maybe this man was upset because he couldn't practice crime. Who knows what his motivation was? But what he did was horrible.
And you've made changes for Afghanis' ability to apply for asylum. Do you blame all Afghans for this one man's not mistake?
No, but we've had a lot of problems with Afghans because they had a lot of them coming in on these planes. Again, I show you this picture. We had a lot of them coming in on these planes that are, look at them. There was no check-in. They just poured into the plane. And many of these people are criminals. Many of these people are people that shouldn't be here. And many of them have been gotten out. I mean, we've gotten out a lot of the people that, you know, we've taken a lot of them out of here. But they came in,
legally, right?
Yeah, I know, this the old story. Many are wonderful, yeah, I'm sure.
I said many are here legally, though. What should they think in terms of their prospects?
Well, they can't be happy, okay? They can't be happy because what's taking place between that, if you look at Somalia, they're taking over Minnesota, and we got a lot of problems with the gangs, with all of the things taking place in Minnesota. We have an incompetent governor, a dope, We have a dope governor. They can't be happy about what's going on. And if you talk about the Afghans, there's a problem because so many bad ones came in on the planes. They just walked in. Whoever the strongest people were physically in a way, but whoever the strongest, they got on the planes. There was no checking. They just swamped the planes. They took off. We had no idea who they were. Yeah, do you want to ask a question behind?
Hi, sir. Happy
Sure.
Thanksgiving.
Hi.
What do the Somalians have to do with this Afghan guy who shot the national?
Nothing, but Somalians have caused a lot of trouble. They're ripping us off for a lot of money. There's a tremendous amount of money going back to Somalia. What the hell are we paying money to Somalia for? But they're ripping off our country at a level that few people have been able to see before. That's about the only thing. You talk about competence. We have Ilhan Omar, who does nothing but complain about our country and our Constitution. And she comes from a country with practically no country. It's devastated. It's crime-ridden. It's a mess. It's a disgrace. And we took their people at a tremendous. We're not taking their people anymore. We're not taking their people. And we're getting a lot of their people out because they're nothing but trouble. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Go ahead.
I have a question about this asylum claim that is being floated. Of course, you just detailed that this suspect was flown in under the Biden administration.
Yeah.
But was he granted asylum under your administration?
When it comes to asylum, when they're flown in, it's very hard to get them out. No matter how you want to do it, it's very hard to get them out. But we're going to be getting them all out now. Thank you very much. Thank you. Here, take that picture if you want it, press.
Mr. President, what are you most thankful for this Thanksgiving?
The fact that America's great again. We've made America great again. America was a dead country. We've made America great again. Here you go. Got it?
Thank you, Mr. President. Happy Thanksgiving.
Well, there is President Trump calling reporters stupid. And what else would you expect from, God Emperor Trump? So fantastic to see. We also, I never, ever want to give you guys false information. So I was just told that picture of Alex Jones and Sydney Sweeney was in fact photoshopped. I know. I didn't want to believe it either. But the good news is I actually have the real picture now. So here's the actual picture right here. Sydney Sweeney was actually with President Trump. So I completely fell for it. So this apparently is the real picture right here. Now, again, can you blame Alex Jones? No, you can't. But this one, I totally believe this one. 100% do I believe that one. Yes. So there you have it. Someone says that looks delicious. I believe you're supposed to say those look delicious. Pretty sure you mean those look delicious, but hey, who am I? Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see here. Let me bookmark that for later. Boom. Okay. Let me go back to these super chats. I appreciate you guys. Bubba Doom says, I prayed at Reagan's grave in 2010. Father, give us another one. No, give us someone even better. If you'd have told me then it was going to be Trump, I'd have hit you. Thank you, Father. God bless Donald Trump and the USA. Absolutely, man. Trump has been pretty incredible, and he's probably he'll never get the credit that he deserves. But he truly is incredible. The Throat Goat for a gifted membership. Thank you. T Little says, happy Unit 199 Thanksgiving. Thank you. And happy Thanksgiving to all of you hanging out, chilling. It's just a chill stream. We're just, just hanging out. Nothing, on the agenda per se, but obviously Trump was live, so we're going to cover that. Let's see. Dead and Dug Up says, happy Thanksgiving, Jeremy, and the chat. MJ says, brown gravy for the win. Hail the 199. Dave Chandler says, happy Thanksgiving. Hail the 199. Thank you. River Miles says, are you MAGA or 199 is my favorite icebreaker. If they say no, are you stupid is my favorite finisher. I like your thinking, River Miles. Hail to you, brother. Magnum Norris for 10 says, Happy Thanksgiving. This is a Christian country with values laid out by the 10 Commandments. I'm ready to fight until YouTube censorship in order to preserve the greatest country that ever existed. Well said, Magnum Norris. Well said. Casey Cheeto says, I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engines. I really miss when NASCAR was awesome. I really do. Man, I miss it. I miss it so much. Baba Yogi says, thanks for the stream, bro. Jeremy's prettier. Ruben for 10 says, pray for Trump and America before me. Love to all. Hail the 199. Jeremy is a pig. So Ruben shared this right here. So prayers as I had an attack 2 weeks ago on morphine and major pain. Feel like Dr. House, big things are coming, and I am going to stand up for America with a special announcement. Look at that, man. So prayers up for Ruben. Hope you're doing well, brother. Keep us posted, as you always do, my friend. Joey says, Happy Thanksgiving, brother, and hail the 199. Magnum Norris says, this piece of Dookie Reporter, proof that the media wants us destitute and wants our money. Ministry of Own thinks is the Trump James cases being dismissed back-to-back feels too coincidental. I think Trump might have made a backdoor deal. I don't think so. But I don't really believe in coincidences. So the chat says, green screen, Jeremy, you're getting all the memes. This isn't a green screen. No, it's here, hang on. It's the lighting. So see there, just the lighting. That's all. Yeah, this is my fancy setup right here. This is my fancy setup. Matt North says, do you think Donald J. Trump got some milk? We can only hope so. ACC says, I'm Norwegian. What the F is Thanksgiving? What the hell is this? It's a day for everybody to give me money in the chat. That's it. I invented it. That's all it is. Drew says, Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you, sir. Okay, so I do have a couple things I want to show you all really quickly. What's up, Linko Kenobi? Like the green background? All right, we can go back to green. Hang on. Let's see. There we go. All right. Or we can do MAGA red. All right. See, you got MAGA red. Keep it green for now. Okay, let's see here. Had some bookmarked stuff. Okay, so this is, in case you missed it, President Trump announced that the Army specialist, Sarah Beckstorm, unfortunately passed away. She was one of the 2 victims yesterday. And she was lost today. Here is President Trump's announcement, and it's just awful.
I must unfortunately tell you that just seconds before I went on, right now, I heard that Sarah Beckstrom of West Virginia, one of the guardsmen that we're talking about, highly respected, young, magnificent person, started service in June of 2023, outstanding in every way. She's just passed away. She's no longer with us. She's looking down at us right now. Her parents are with her. It's just happened. She was savagely attacked. She's dead. She's not with us. Incredible person. Outstanding in every single way, in every department. That's horrible.
Man, it's just, it's so unnecessary. We don't have to live like this. So freaking, it's just so aggravating. But I just wanted everybody to have that update because there were some mixed reports yesterday when it was initially reported that we had lost both of them, and then they walked those claims back. And then, of course, we got that update today. So that's the latest. I don't know what the status is of the other National Guardsman that was shot is. Last I heard, he was in critical condition, but that's the last I heard. But it's just as unnecessary and awful. And I don't know if it's true, but I heard that she volunteered to be in that position yesterday. Apparently she wasn't even supposed to be there. She actively volunteered. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's confirmed or not, but it just kind of adds another, level of sadness to the story. A couple people in the chat are saying, yeah. Oh, man. Awful. Prayers up. Prayers up. Man. It's just so sad. Okay. Next up, let me pull my bookmarks up really quick. And yeah, like the question of like, should this person's family be deported? Yeah, sorry. Like the person, the illegal immigrant that did this. Yes. That's just the unfortunate truth. It's where we are. So, I'm not worried about people's feelings and all of that at all. Memes are going crazy today. So right here's your meme.
I see trees of green.
Wow. Wow. Oh man. We also have this one right here. I haven't seen the whole thing, so right, here we go.
Which turkey do you prefer, Sugar Lips?
Let's cook them all.
Have a very wonderful Thanksgiving, America.
MAGA memes are the best memes. That's just the truth of it all right there. We also have this one. And listen, I'm not I've disagreed with Alex Jones a lot lately, so I'm not here to put him on blast. I'm not. But unfortunately, he had a picture leak right here, and he's very upset that it leaked. So here's a picture of Alex Jones with the wonderful Sydney Sweeney, and it's just really sad that this picture leaked. Alex is not happy about it. He's very, very embarrassed. He may get canceled for this one. He may actually get canceled now, which, I mean, Alex Jones has literally never been canceled before, so this could be the first time that he's ever canceled, and if he is, it will be sad. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but sooner or later, we will see. We'll have to see what happens with that. Okay. Oh man. Let's see. Drew Bar got that one. The chat says, Jeremy grew my hair out too. Not good, lol. I'm trying to not cut it, because it's like Hayden Wayne said to me about a week ago. He's like, you're in that awkward phase, just let it keep growing. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's rough. It's bad. It's bad right now. I don't like it. Miniature Fun Thing says, what the F is this story Tim Pool is covering, claiming the guy who attacked the guardsman was literally an ex-CIA asset? Is that true? This smells. I haven't seen that one yet. I'll have to look on Tim Pool's timeline and see. East Coast Hosted Boy for 20 says, if I tagged you in Discord with a video about Gunny Hartman Full Metal Jacket at Hogwarts, would you play it on stream? It's pretty funny and it has no copyright music. Lamau. I am not signed in. I don't even have Discord on this computer. I have to add it. I'm very bad about Discord. If you can send it to me on Twitter, I can see if I can, just DM it to me. If you're on, I think you're on Twitter, right? That would be the best way to do it. If not this time, next time. I got to get Discord installed and get that set up, because I wanted to do a gaming stream tonight. Probably not going to be able to tonight without having all that shit set up. But send it to me. Even if I can't watch it this stream, we'll do it in a future stream. Aaron James says, Thanksgiving Cobra Cast. I'm slowly getting my stream rig set up. I finally got a microphone you recommended several months ago. Appreciate you. The Geeks Gamers team, Mods Chat, and the unique ladies of the Snake Pit. That's what I'm happy to hear, man. Like I said, I'm it's just the brutal honesty of streaming, and it's simple, brutal honesty, but it really does. It's simple as this. If you are an attractive chick, camera matters. If you're a dude, just get a cheap fucking camera. No one gives a shit about what we look like. All right. Nobody's here for my fucking looks. Okay. It just isn't happening. Audio is important, though. Audio is very important no matter what. Any type of YouTuber, audio is the most important thing. But if you're a dude, nobody gives a fuck about what you look like. Nobody cares. Your looks are not why people are tuning in. It just ain't happening. So, we're all of us dudes are ugly as fuck, and we all burp and fart and scratch our ass. Ain't nobody trying to change that narrative. That's just how we are. Okay, so whatever. But the chicks, oh yeah, if you're a chick and yeah, people are there to look at the chicks. So, but good luck on everything, man. But audio is the most important thing. Magnum Norris says YouTube is blocking my statement about treason in China. Are you surprised? No, not at all. But you can go over to Rumble and you can say it over there if you want. Let's see. But no, that's not surprising at all, Magnum Norris. The chat says, Jeremy, please bring Alex on CobraCast. Man, Alex doesn't even know who the fuck I am. And again, I will tell the story one more time. I have Alex Jones' phone number. We have texted before. He has sent me voice, like the way Alex responds on text is he doesn't text. He sends voice clips. That's what he sends. He sends voice clips, like minute-long voice clips. I'll text something to Alex and he just sends a voice. So anyway, with that said, he's been on stream with me multiple times. I have his phone number. He has no idea who the fuck I am. I could literally walk up to Alex Jones on the streets and he would have no clue who I am. I could tell him my name. I could tell him my YouTube channels and he would have zero clue who I am. That's just the truth. The Bo Briscoe, what's up, man? Says the hair's fine. The stupid Amish beard you have with no mustache is awful, though. Hail the 199. I gotta shave again. I gotta shave. So I am gonna clean that up, but I'm keeping the hair for now. East Coast Host Boy says, did it? You can check now. Okay, noted. Thank you. Daniel Moore says, Daniel Moore. The chat says, attractive chicks works. AI, here I come. Eric K says, speaking for everyone, Jeremy, you do not need a camera. It is better when we do not see you. Really? So you mean, wait a minute. You mean I don't have to spend all this time making this look so pretty? You mean I can just do this? And just that way I don't have to spend hours with this glamour. I mean, because, dude, it takes a lot of time to look this pretty. Okay? It takes a lot of time. So you're telling me I can literally save hours of my day and thousands of dollars. I mean, I like it. I like it. I think we've got a winning formula here. Gerald Armstrong says, of course, Alex doesn't know who you are. He still thinks the quartering is salty cracker. Yes, he does. It's amazing. Let's see. Marine Revel says, okay, I need a Texas win, Auburn win, and an Ole Miss win, and Ole Miss goes to the SEC championship game. Dallas is up by 10 now. I don't know what happened. Last I looked, it was 21-20, Kansas City, and now suddenly it's 31-21. What the hell happened? Anyway, with that said, I just need Bama to beat Auburn. That's all I need. All I need is Bama to beat Auburn. The chat says, what would Pierce think of your hair? Daniel Moore says he doesn't know you, but everyone knows me. That's right. Everybody knows Daniel Moore. Everybody. Linko Kenobi with a $50 super chat says, happy Thanksgiving, Snake Pit. Jeremy is right. Us men are ugly as hell. Lol. Getting ready to play Chronos, the new dawn for my game. Hopefully you all enjoy your night with friends and family. Have a good night and hail the 199. Hey, man. Thank you, Linko. Appreciate you. all of your support. You've been awesome. Can't wait to see you rocking that G&G merch, which should be getting sent out very soon. Listen, there's 5 minutes left. Do not count out Pat Mahomes, okay? Don't do it. Patrick Mahomes is still the best quarterback in the NFL. Watch this. He's got 5 minutes left. It's the Dallas Cowboys. Watch this, okay? I'm just telling you right now, Mahomes is not going to, it's not going to end 31-21. It's just not going to do it. John freaking Murdoch says, hey, Jeremy, seriously, you tried to make yourself look pretty and that was the result. Happy Thanksgiving. And this is what I appreciate from John Murdoch. This is what I appreciate because John freaking Murdoch knows the beauty that's on the screen right now. And he's trying to offset my ego a little bit, which I appreciate so much because, you know, I sometimes I need to be pulled back to reality, you know? And so I totally again, no, shockingly enough, I didn't just wake up looking this pretty. This took a lot of work. Okay. So, yeah, there you have it. All right. Tommy says, Jeremy, you are a cute streamer. But yeah, I didn't think you'd make a cuter girl. Tommy, I think you just made it weird, bro. We're all memeing. We're all having fun. We're memeing on the fact that I'm objectively not attractive. And you just made it weird. You just made it weird, bro. Okay? You just made it weird. Thank you. We appreciate that. So, ACC says, so who wants to stuff Sydney's turkey? I think you're going to have a lot of people step up to the challenge. Daniel Moore says, I will be on FNT before Beardo at this point. I mean, that's true. That's 100% true. Okay, next up, really quick. There it is. There it is. Kansas City's driving on 3rd and 6. Mahomes. Telling you, man. Okay, what is this? All right, so you said Tim Pool was talking about something. What is this thing you said Tim Pool's talking about? Let me look this up. Mahomes is just so stupidly good, man. It's not fair how good Mahomes is. It's not fair. All right, we got that. I'm looking on Tim Pool's Twitter account to see what you're talking about. Okay, we got that. Is this it? Is this what you're talking about? Right here?
And I'm sure most of you have heard by now about the horrific incident that occurred in D.C. just yesterday. 2 National Guardsmen were ambushed, shot. We have details on how it all went down. And we're learning that one of the individuals, at least one of the individuals, is actually local to us here at Timcast. So we are shocked, saddened, angered. And there's a lot to this story that goes to the failings of the previous administration and how we've gotten to this point. So for those that didn't see the story, I mean, this is the breaking news yesterday. Reportedly, this is, and I'm sure this is all subject to change. We'll get more updates on exactly how everything went down. But a man ambushed two guardsmen, a female and a male. And according to these reports that I've seen, shot the female, took her gun, or had a revolver. There's been conflicting reporting. And then fired upon another guardsman and was ultimately shot a couple times before being subdued. Reports are the individual is not cooperating, but the latest update is that this individual had worked with the U.S. government, reportedly came into this country on a special program from the Biden administration and overstayed his visa. And now here we are. The response from many Democrats has been quite abhorrent.
We're a minute 33 seconds into this, and he still hasn't got to the overall point. I mean, again, maybe this is why he has multiple channels with millions of subs, but I can't believe he still hasn't gotten to the point.
With them saying things like, if they weren't on patrol, they wouldn't have been shot. And there have been numerous liberal you know what? I'm gonna pull these up. I didn't want to drag anybody on such, but we've got to talk about this, my friends. Numerous instances of you know what? I don't want to pull up anything graphic, in fact, so I'm not going to slide the I'm not going to bring the slide over just now. But I want to show you some of the sentiment that we have been hearing, and I think it's important because it plays to this narrative they have about blaming the victim that we've seen quite a bit. This is Ed Krasenstein. If they weren't on duty there, raking leaves and standing in front of federal buildings.
So he's not even going to talk about the actual thing about the CIA, at least in that clip. I'm sure it's on, you know, I'm sure it's in his video, by the way. And the Chiefs just scored, as I predicted. Patrick Mahomes will not actually go down without a fight. So now the Cowboys are about to fuck this up, as they always do. But that's neither here nor there right now. So this is the question that they asked Trump. Was Trump says the Afghan man who reportedly worked for the CIA for years and shot 2 National Guardsmen just went cuckoo. He went nuts. So that's what it was in reference to right there.
U.S. officials say that the suspect worked very closely with the CIA in Afghanistan for years, that he was vetted, and the vetting came up clean.
He went cuckoo. I mean, he went nuts. And that happens too. It happens too often with these people. You see them. But look, this is how they come in. This is how they're standing on top of each other. And that's an airplane. There was no vetting or anything. They came in unvetted. And we have a lot of others in this country. We're going to get them out. But they go cuckoo. Something happens to them.
Your DOJ IG just reported this year that there was thorough vetting by DHS and by the FBI of these Afghans who were brought into the U.S. So why do you blame the Biden administration?
So this
because
is the
they
part,
let them in.
This is the part where he calls her stupid.
Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? Because they came on a plane along with thousands of other people that shouldn't be here, and you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person. And there's a law passed that it's almost impossible not to get them out. You can't get them out once they come in. And they came in, and they were unvetted, they were unchecked. There were many of them, and they came in on big planes, and it was disgraceful. And if you look, you'll see there was a law passed. It makes it almost impossible not to let them in, not to certify them, so to speak, once they come in. And they came in, and they shouldn't have come in. And frankly, the whole thing was a mess. The whole Afghanistan situation was a mess. It should have never taken place. If we're going to go out, and we would have gone out because I had everybody ready to go. We were going to go out with strength and dignity and precision, and we would have left from Bagram, and we would have kept Bagram, by the way, because of its very close relationship to China and where they make their missiles. But when you let the people come in by the thousands and thousands and thousands, they made a terrible mistake.
So I saw this clip, and it's Stephen A. Fence Sitter right here. But so right here, Stephen A. pummels a leftist caller who defended the seditious 6 Democrats. So you had those 6 Democrats that just a few days ago were calling for the military to defy President Trump. And this leftist caller, I haven't heard this yet, so we're going to hear it here live for the first time for me anyway. So here we go.
Eugene, Washington. You're live with Stephen A. What's up?
Hey, Stephen A. First off, I want to say I love your show. I often listen to you.
By the way, I personally do not believe that Stephen A. takes legitimate questions from unvetted callers. I believe this is probably all set up. This is a man who was on First Take, a show that is completely scripted and, you know, organized. They know the topics in advance. They know the argument that the other is going to say. They take different positions for good TV. It happens all the time. Like I used to watch First Take all the time back in the day, especially when it was Skip and Stephen A. And I almost never saw a topic where they agreed on. Every single topic, one person had an extreme view on it and the other person had the counter extreme. It was never like, you know. But anyway, with that said, I haven't heard it, but I have a hard time believing that this is legit. Could be. So we'll see.
I do happen to disagree with you today on a certain point. especially when it comes to our Democratic leaders that stood up and told the servicemen that they could disobey illegal orders. And the reason why is throughout history, even going back to Nazi Germany, those people that obeyed illegal orders, when they said, "Oh, I was just obeying orders,"
Stop that. You stop. No. You stop that BS right now. First of all, don't bring up Nazi Germany on this show when you're talking about American politics in the year 2025. We're not doing that to anybody on either side of the aisle. This is America. This ain't Nazi Germany. Stop it. That's number one. Number two, here's what I was saying. If you're going to quote me accurately. Identify the illegal orders you're talking about. You don't get to speak if you're a senator of the United States who served in the United States Navy as a combat pilot, and you're just going to throw out innuendo and assertions without factual evidence to back up your claim. That's why they're investigating it. Military officials are different. This is not civilian. This is not the civilian life. You can't just do that. That's what I'm saying. He knows better. Now, that doesn't mean he committed treason. It doesn't mean he should be thrown in jail. But what it does mean is that Senator Mark Kelly needs to watch his mouth. If you're going to accuse the president of the United States of giving illegal orders, you need to say what those orders are. You need to be specific. And you need to make sure that you understand that as a former military man, that regular court of law don't apply.
We're 2 minutes in, and I feel that this is very scripted. I mean, Stephen A. knew this was again, I'm not saying I disagree with what he's saying. I agree with it, but it feels manufactured. It really does.
Here's the military. Here's the military. You understand? Military justice, code of military justice. This is what that is. You don't get to do that. That's what I said. Go ahead and speak.
Okay. What I was saying, though,
100%,
those illegal orders
100%.
could potentially be the Mediterranean bombings of those boats.
Did he say that? Did he say that?
No, he did not
That's
say
what
that.
I'm
He
saying.
should have.
He didn't say it. He didn't say it. You got to say it. You can't just blanketly go out there and accuse him and say, hey, you know what? Don't follow illegal orders. You can't imply that he did do it without saying what they were. And you can't imply that he's going to ask them to do it if you're a military person, according to what I've read. You can't do that. I could do that. Eugene, if you didn't serve in the military, you could do that. But because he served in the military, he cannot. They live by a different code.
I will defend that. I'm pretty sure that they mute the caller whenever the host talks. So I don't think that they let those callers go unchecked. So as soon as the host talks, they mute the caller so that they can't interrupt the host. I'm pretty sure that's standard for these situations.
Oh, because why? You can't have people on the battlefield questioning orders. Let me ask you a question. Eugene, are you still there? You still there, Eugene? You still there?
I absolutely am.
Let me ask you, Eugene. You think
Yep.
so? You think soldiers wanted to go over to Iraq? You think soldiers wanted to go over to Afghanistan years ago? You think soldiers want to go?
No.
I'm just saying. You think soldiers want to go to different parts of Africa and stuff like that? You think soldiers want to go to these places? Do you really think that? So just imagine for a second. So just imagine for a second if Eugene, you serving in the Marines, and the commander-in-chief gives an order.
No thanks.
Okay, we don't like
thanks,
stuff going on there right now.
It's already it's already a shit
show.
show.
Go over to Qatar. We need you to go over to Iraq. We need you to go over to Iran. And you went like this. Why? I don't know. I ain't trying to do that. What you think gonna happen to you, Eugene?
Oh, you'd be court-martialed. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't be court-martialed, but what I am saying is that there are some orders that when provided, if they look or sound illegal, you have every right to disobey them.
And I'm saying to you, for a sitting senator to say it blanketly without specificity to point a finger at the commander-in-chief because of a potential order he may give or an order he may have already given without you being specific about what that illegal order was is not allowed. Not in our system of military justice. That's what I've been told by every military officer I know. And the fact that they did that, that Senator Kelly did that, and they did the other senators and representatives did that.
The caller is an idiot, and it does. I'm not hating the player as much as I'm hating the game, but like this is like Ben Shapiro all of those years when he went viral on social media for debating all of these stupid college kids, and everybody's like, oh man, look at Ben Shapiro. He's the greatest debater we've ever seen, man. Ben Shapiro can out debate anyone, yada, yada, yada. That's the problem. It's not necessarily this one individual specific topic, but overall what we see.
In the video is wrong. Just as wrong as Trump is for sitting up there talking about treasonous, seditious, and is punishable by death. Far too excessive, irresponsible on the part of the president of the United States. No excuse for it whatsoever. No excuse. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If I yell loud enough, you know I'm serious. Anyway, there you have Stephen A. Yelling and screaming and destroying someone that clearly was not, well, when I say they weren't prepared, they clearly were prepared for exactly the script that they were given. That's what I'll argue on that. It just feels like a very scripted situation. Hey, person, we'll give you $100. Call in. Here's the line. Here's what you say. You need to sound really stupid. And then we have Stephen A. Smith is going to passionately respond. He's going to have all those notes in front of him. He's going to know exactly what your counters are. You'll get you $100. Here's an NDA. If you sign, if you admit to it, then we're whatever. You know what I mean? So, more power to them, though. Go for it. With that said, I've got something far more entertaining for all of you. Of course, it is JD Advanced right here.
And here he comes.
Would you like to ride in my beautiful balloon? How'd you like to glide in my beautiful balloon? We could float among the stars together, you and I.
This is real too, by the way. A lot of you haters are going to say it's AI. Haters are going to say it's fake. This is just how popular JD Advanced is. This is why he will be the 48th president of the United States of America. He is an unstoppable force.
That's right. This is JD Vance. His first year in the lineup is already a fan.
I don't know if the music's going to hit me or not. So the JD Advance meme is never going away, ever. So there you have it right there. And yes, it does look like the Cowboys are going to win. 3rd and 11. Dak is about to take a knee, and it will be over. So the Cowboys did not choke it away. They did what they needed to do. They kept the ball out of Mahomes' hands because if Mahomes would have got the ball back, KC would have won. So credit to the Cowboys. I don't really hate the Cowboys. I don't really give a shit about the Cowboys one way or the other. So let me see. There was a Sora mark? No way. Whoa, wait, you're telling me this isn't real? Well, hold on just a minute. 910 Rick. Hold on just a minute. Okay? Anybody could just put the Sora mark on anything. Know what I mean? So they could have just taken that Sora mark and put it on there. You ever think about that one, Rick? Just saying. Might want to think about that one. Because I think that's what's happened right here. JD Advanced is real, okay? Is real? Did I say is real? Oh, those Mossad checks might be coming back soon. Is real? Woo! I'm glad you guys are laughing. I appreciate it, man. We're all just having fun around here. All right. Let me see where we're at. That's all we do is meme around. Yep. Cowboys won. Yep. Fucking Cowboys. I don't really care about the Cowboys. I don't hate them. Okay. Had something else bookmarked to show you. Gotta find it really quick. I gotta catch up on super chats. What the hell is this? PA bans hair racism by making a new protected class for hairstyles such as dreadlocks? What? What the fuck is happening?
Human Relations Commission. The same would happen for our bill because now hair discrimination is part of the protected class of race, which is in the PA Human Relations Act. So they could call their statewide Pennsylvania Human Relations Commission, and they're also satellite offices all across the state.
God. I'm getting dreadlocks now. I'm going to PA. And if anybody makes fun of my hair, I'm calling it racist. And I'm going to sue the fuck out of them. I'm going to get dreads. I'm going to stop dropping the N-word. I'm going to be like, yo, what up? I'm going to say it. And then they're going to be like, you can't say that. You are white. You can't have hair like that either. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Did you just make fun of my hair? N-word, please. That's what I'll say to them. N-word, please. And then I'll say, not only do I have this hair, but I'm black from the waist down. And then I'll sue them. I'll sue every single one of them. We'll see what happens. I don't think that'll go very well for me, to be clear. I'm not sure I'll make that. I'm not sure I'll make it back. But at least the content will be good. Okay. So we'll just leave it at that. At least the content will be good. All right. Let's see here. Let me catch up. See what you guys are saying. Let's get that shit off screen. Let's see. The chat says, Jeremy, keep the IDOT Cap 199 shirts. They're iconic. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm loving them. Everybody's loving them. But Bo says, Briscoe says, you said it. Now you got to drop gifties when Dallas wins. That's the rules, bro. Oh, I didn't commit to that. No. You can't get me on that one. I did not commit to that. Tara Crystal says Sydney is okay. G&G ladies are far more attractive. Look at there. Hail Tara Crystal. Daniel Moore says he riffs like Yellow Flash if he wasn't interesting. We got Dark Schwartz Rising for 20. He says, I thought hurricane season was over. Hail Dark Schwartz Rising. Minister of Things says, please play Trump's Are You Stupid clip whenever Beardo screws up in the next super chat. Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that one. Andrew Sarah says, what's the number to call in to CobraCast? That's a disaster waiting to happen. The chat says, G&G needs a call-in number. Jeremy obeys the chat. I would not have a channel very much longer after I decided to do that. Ministry of Things says, if Beardo asks you to do something illegal in the next week, don't do it. I'm not saying he will, just, you never know. Lapco says, here's your payment. Mossad Agent 199. Sorry, it's not the usual 7K. We've had to cut back. You know how bad our people are with money. Man, that's disappointing. I'm hoping to get back in the good graces. I'm hoping. It's been a long year. So I'm hoping at least it's beginning to improve. I'd like to get back on the payroll, though, Mossad. I would. Mez with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Appreciate that. Mr. Parker says, who wins the best NWO or DX? Happy Thanksgiving. I'm a fan of both, but if you're talking about the original NWO, nothing in wrestling history competes with the original NWO. Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Hulk Hogan. It's just not, it's unmatched. It's the most important moment in wrestling history. I love DX. I love all the stuff that they were doing, but the original NWO is unmatched in wrestling history. Now they ruined it a few years in, maybe not even a few years, but yeah, man, the impact of Hollywood Hulk Hogan going heel at Bash at the Beach, unmatched. Miniature Valente says, did they criminalize wearing dreads while white? Interesting. We're going to find out maybe. Daniel Moore says, Ripa, please also sue them with your Mossad lawyers. Packy Proton says, hair suggestions. Get a Larry or Mo poll. I'm not going to let I can't let the chat make that decision. Daniel Moore says, you need a Daniel Moore hotline for Cobra Cast for real. It was ruined at Starrcade 97. That is Hogan and Sting, right? Where they botched that entire buildup. Yeah, that's one of the great failures of all time, that Starrcade 97. With Sting should have got a clean pin over Hogan. They botched that whole thing. And don't get me started on all of that. But yeah, that was bad. That was really, really bad. Soldier On says, happy Thanksgiving. Now throw me a couple of dams. Of course, right here. Damn! One more time for the people in the back. Damn! Let's freaking go. I saw someone in the chat says a National Guardsman woman just passed. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier. Trump actually announced that live. So we were aware of that. It's still sad. Super, super sad. I really, really hate that it happened. It's sad, so sad for the family and everybody involved. It just is unnecessary and it didn't need to happen. Pack Proton says YouTube yesterday wouldn't let me type a popular British dish. Spotted D. Yeah, their sensors are pretty crazy and the AI stuff is kind of out of hand. I've seen a lot of channels getting caught up in stuff. I don't know what to think about a lot of that stuff. But let's see. Right here, this is 2 minutes ago. National Guard member Sarah Storm's father, Gary, after his daughter's killing by the Afghan national. My baby girl is passed to glory. If I don't talk to you, don't be offended. This has been a horrible tragedy. That just hits. That hits. Obviously, as a father to a daughter, that one hits. That one hits hard. So, that is just awful. We don't have to live like this. We don't have to live like this. Right here, Judge Janine unleashed on a reporter blaming Trump for the shooting. This is earlier. Let's hear this.
The president upset with the president believing that the National Guard members should not even have been there if it were not for the executive order.
Well, I don't even want to talk about whether they should have been there. We ought to kiss the ground and thank God that the president said it's time to bring in more law enforcement to make sure that a city that had the fourth highest homicide rate in the country was that violence was quelled. I'm not even going to go there.
A question for Director Patel. Upset with the president.
That's the correct way to deal with these clowns, by the way. That is the correct way. 100%. So, is this how your Thanksgiving is going, everyone? Is this how your Thanksgiving is?
I drank a beer. I drank another beer. 3 beers. 4 beers.
Oh no.
5 beers.
Oh
no. 6 beers.
I'm probably gonna get hit for this. Probably gonna get hit for this.
7 beers. 8 beers. 9 beers. And a Bloody Mary.
The greatest of all time, Stone Cold Steve Austin, unmatched, the greatest, the GOAT himself. TJ says, it really bugs me that we don't know the origins of the damn clip. It truly does. I want to know the story. How the F did that guy know she was going to fall again? Happy Thanksgiving. It truly is one of the great mysteries. And I don't think we're ever going to find the answer out. And that's what worries me the most. I don't know if we're ever going to truly know. And we need to. We deserve to know the answer. You deserve the answer. I deserve the answer. The world deserves the answer. You know? One more time. There's so many questions with this clip. Damn! Now, the question here is, let's think about how the internet goes, okay? If I'm speculating, one more time, okay? Here's my speculation. Let's watch this one more time. Damn! Now, as an internet detective, I am going to speculate that the audio is actually post-dubbed into the video. So I'm thinking that maybe that audio isn't part of the original clip, and then someone put it in there as a meme. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't know. And I may never know. So, we'll see. We need, you know what we need? We need to get the number one internet detective on it. And you know who the number one internet detective is, right? Madam Savvy. If Madam Savvy is watching right now, Madam Savvy, we need your expertise. We need your autism. We need the power of your autism. We need you to figure this out. I'm gonna get with Savvy, and I'm gonna task her with this job. I'm gonna be like, I need maximum autism from you. So I'll hit her up. I'm gonna let her know. I think we can get the answer. It may take some time, but autism usually wins. Blast Radius for 20 says, sad that one of the guardsmen has passed away. RIP to her. I'm angry that the treasonous Democrats are now trying to shift blame away from them after calling our brave guardsmen so-called Yahtzees for them helping secure our streets. Yes, I agree. I agree completely, brother. It's so frustrating. Marmelin says, happy Thanksgiving, gay boy. Don't drink, but love Stone Cold the GOAT. Yeah, I mean, listen, that's the thing. Like, I am very much, I've said it many times, I am anti-alcohol. I don't drink. I never will drink. And I tend to distance myself from people that drink. It's not to say I'm not friends with people. I got friends that drink and all that shit. But I'm just saying, like, my day-to-day life, I stay out of that shit. I don't really surround myself with that. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying I don't. With that said, Stone Cold, like, a big part of his gimmick was beer. And it was awesome because it was authentic and it worked. And he used that element in such a perfect way within the wrestling business. And so, yeah, man, it was awesome. But yeah, for me, I mean, like, I just don't think alcohol brings anything positive to the situation, but who cares what I think, right? The chat says Jeremy put Steph on the clip. She seems invested. She loves that clip. She loves that clip. Packet Proton says, and just to be clear, street praying usually applies to 100 Muslims who like to block traffic. Just a dude on a phone says, get Savvy's weaponized autism to find the damn clip. Fiesta Cat says, imagine being that top heavy, your face smacks a car. Soldier On says, one more, Jeremy. One more. Damn, you want one more? Damn! Dude, that is a crazy clip. That is crazy. The Mass Marvel says Cowboys win. Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, they did. They held on. That's what you have to do against Patrick Mahomes, man. You got it. You cannot give him the ball back. So they stepped up and did it. So I give them credit. I have credit where credit's due. Stephen Strange says Trump knows words. That's over on Rumble. Here we go. Next up on the agenda, we had no agenda day. I had no idea what the fuck I was going to talk about. So, what is this? New footage has been released of the Afghan shooter's assault on National Guardsmen in D.C. Heroes instantly responded. He can be seen as he carries out the ambush around the corner. I don't know if I want to play that. I need to pre-screen that before I play it. Let me look and see what this video is. I don't know exactly what I'm looking at. Okay. I guess I can play it. Let's see here. So, what is this exactly? It's hard to make out what's happening there. So was this dropped yesterday maybe? No? This is a couple hours ago. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to make out what exactly is going on. You know, he drove over 40 hours. Is that true? That he drove over 40 hours to get there? Let's see here. Aaron James says, prediction, Trump fires Bondi in 2026 equals mass arrests. I don't know, man. Like, when Trump is fed up with somebody, he just gets rid of them. He doesn't fuck around. It really seems like he likes Pam Bondi. That's what it seems like. So, I mean, I don't know what to make of it, but he seems happy with her. So whatever, man. MAGA isn't happy with her. That's for sure. Siphon says, perhaps the guy who saw her fall on the sidewalk, then pulled up the phone as she runs across the street. It's why he says she's gonna fall again. Potentially. It's such a perfect clip that it's hard for me to believe that it's like that perfect, but maybe it is. I just don't know why other people, like, I got that off Twitter a long time ago. I don't know. I just downloaded it because I was like, oh, this is funny. Let me download this. But I don't know. I've never seen it again. So I have no idea. Kevin Spears says sports is gay and I outgrew wrestling at 10. Well, I still play fucking Fortnite and bitch about video games and movies for a living. So, you know, I've not outgrown wrestling or fucking Fortnite or playing with G.I. Joes. But I'm glad you're a badass. Maybe you should go watch Manosphere videos instead of watch me, since you're such a bad alpha male. Okay? I'm a retard. I'm still talking about wrestling, playing fucking Fortnite, wearing Crocs, collecting fucking video games and G.I. Joes. Anyway, now wrestling does suck these days, though. Current day wrestling is fucking trash. I tried. We tried to watch it with the 199. It's bad, dude. Xbox Crocs. I really want to get those Xbox Crocs. I do. 100% I want to get those. So hell yeah, Fortnite LFG. I really wanted to play tonight. I'm probably going to wait till tomorrow night because I got to get everything set up. Dracon says, is that a phone ringing or police radio in that damn clip? I know there's so many questions, bro. There's so many questions. We need answers. Jadis says, Crocs, that's the line. Unsubbed. You should have unsubbed a long fucking time ago because I've been wearing Crocs since the day you saw me on YouTube. Happy to disappoint. Always happy to disappoint. I always say, if you bring expectations into anything with me, that's your own fault. The key to success on the internet is to lower your expectations to the worst place possible. Then watch my content. Then you will be satisfied. Only if you walk in with the worst possible expectations. Because the moment you tune in and you're like, this is going to be a great show and everything is going to work great. And Jeremy is going to read properly. Audio is going to work. Video is going to work. Production is going to be great. When you start doing that, you're fucked. Because it's not going to happen. But the moment you go in there and go, this guy's a fucking idiot. This guy's retarded. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. There's no reason he should be anything remotely close to a success in any capacity whatsoever. And he's probably going to fuck up a lot. You go in there with that and you're going to walk away going, it wasn't as bad as I thought. It still sucked, but it wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? So, Jonathan Rodriguez says that Colorado State Senator killed in multi-vehicle crash in Denver. What? Hold on. Where's that at? Hang on. I'm looking right now. So, Colorado State Senator. Let's see here. Well, it would help if I could fucking spell Colorado. So I misspelled Colorado when searching because like I said, I'm an idiot. Let's see. All right, right here. Governor and state lawmakers confirmed a Colorado state senator, Faith Winter, was killed Wednesday in a multi-vehicle crash on Interstate 25 just south of Denver, with new footage showing the aftermath of the wreck. Holy fuck, what a bad wreck. That's a very, very bad wreck. Let me see if I can find more information on this. So, oh my gosh. 5 dead, including 3 children, after stolen car crashes on Colorado highway. Holy crap. Let's see. 5 people are dead, including 3 children, after the driver of a stolen car allegedly crashed onto oncoming traffic on Highway 83. Is this Monday? This is a whole different deal. Is this a different deal? Yeah, because no, wait, hang on. This is a different one. Right? Yeah, that's a different one altogether. Jeez, man, what the hell's happening right now? So, because I saw this, that was the New York Post one, and I just thought like that's the same story, but that's a whole different story. Yikes. Hang on, I'm searching. I'm still searching. Show the driver of the stolen car. Colorado has weed and shrooms. Yeah, man, that's a whole different discussion, man. Like, I am okay. Here we go, right here. All right, so Colorado State Senator Faith Winter killed in multiple vehicle crash on highway outside of Denver, and I don't think this is the same story, by the way. So those are 2 separate stories, apparently, from what I understand. 3 others were injured in the crash. Police did not reveal the conditions of the others involved. So I think those were 2 separate stories. Wow. Well, thank you for that information, Jonathan. That's awful to hear. And then we stumbled across another story that right here with a stolen vehicle, and 3 children were killed, 5 total in Colorado. Yikes. Nothing but bad news, man. That's social media for you. Let's see here. The chances, where are we at here? Oh, Jeremy, serious question. How do you feel that Az has a way better G.I. Joe YouTube background than you? I don't really like, I have an enormous amount of G.I. Joes. So everything's still set up in my pool house. So I I have way too many GI Joes to even comprehend. I mean, one day I guess I could show them off, but I have way too many GI Joes. I spent a lot of fucking money on GI Joes. Especially the classified line. I'd say about 80% of the classifieds. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if this is going to just continue to be my setup right here. But I kind of like just the simplistic, right here. Snake Eyes is my favorite. Probably. I mean, like there's several Joe, like Shockwave. I love version 1 Shockwave. If you're talking about actual action figure, like version 2 Storm Shadow is my favorite GI Joe action figure ever. Beachhead, Barbecue, Jinx. The list goes on and on, man. There's so many I could name, but Snake Eyes is just like Snake Eyes is probably my favorite. Cobra Commander. So, Phoenix Tangent says, on the topic of Manosphere, the location featured on X revealed they're all Indians. So Mr. Badass should continue to get his Manosphere advice from Indians. Kevin's a longtime viewer. I was just fucking with him. But yeah, a lot of those Manosphere creators were exposed to being Indians, and that's kind of what we're finding out across the board with the location exposure on Twitter. Is this just everything you've been told on social media is generally a lie? And there you have it. So Marmillan says, you have to realize Jeremy has the 75 IQ. He's not legally retarded, but will lead the Isle of Wetards as their king since he is trusted to cut his own meat. That's the nicest thing anyone has said to me, Marmillan. I appreciate that. Daniel Moore says, we have a business module in my law class. Can I do my project on Geeks and Gamers? May have to ask a few questions for extra credit, but hit me up if possible. Yeah, I mean, I'm open to that for sure. Eric K says, Colorado is a sanctuary state. Remember, they have the gangs taking over blocks of apartments. Crime is out of control. Yeah, and again, like I hate when I go somewhere and I smell so much weed. I fucking hate it, dude. It's the worst thing in the world, man. Like again, I don't care what you do, but when what you do actively hurts the community or the environment that you're in, then something's got to happen, man. Do whatever you want in the privacy of your own home. But when I start like smelling that shit everywhere, dude, it's completely unacceptable. It really is. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it more than anything in the world. Aaron James says Trump is in awe, is aware, I'm sorry, the lack of accountability groceries is affecting Trump's favorability. Bondi is a liability in the midterms, which MAGA cannot lose. At least Trump acknowledged his poll numbers going down. We'll see, man, but he needs to get rid of her sooner than later if he's going to. But we'll see. Aaron Adams says, you might be an idiot, but you are a pro-idiot, 199. It's IDOT, Aaron Adams. Ronnie West says, you and Ryan are my heroes. Keep up the good fight. Well, thank you. Ryan's definitely better than me, so he's smarter too. But he's also a lot more angry, although not so much these days. The Bears are winning. Ryan's happy. Dougie B sending $100 super chats talking about bear down. Like the Bears fans are going crazy right now. And I'm not a Bears hater, so I kind of like when the Bears are good. So I'm okay with the Bears winning. I'm not okay with Ryan not being angry. It's weird. It's making me uncomfortable with Ryan not being very miserable and angry. He was angry this morning. Okay. That's good to hear. I'm happy about that. So that's a nice little win. We'll take it. The Bears are America's team. Honestly, I was talking to Ryan about this with the Bears. I told him, I was like, me growing up, the Bears, I'm growing up in Alabama. And so we didn't have an NFL football team in Alabama. So we're much more college football based. But the Bears had Like they were so relevant. And this is probably because of like the Saturday Night Live skits, you know, Walter Payton, Refrigerator Perry, Jim McMahon. There was just something about the Chicago Bears that had national relevance from my perspective. So let me see. Trying to, oh my God, what is that? The Super Bowl Shuffle. That's right. The Super Bowl Shuffle. This is crazy, man. The chance is Jay makes Ryan angrier and likes it. That is true. That is true. All right. Jeff Hall is mad because I said that weed smell being everywhere is fucking obnoxious. It looks like I've hit a nerve. We found the pothead in the chat. God, like this, I think everybody should be subjected to their shit. You know, it's very much a leftist thing where it's like, I don't care if you smoke pot. Why the fuck do you have to let everybody know that you do it? It's like you're a fucking vegan, you know? Like, go be a fucking vegan. I don't need to know about it. Don't tell me about it. It's like gay people. Like, go be gay. You don't have to tell every fucking body about it. Why do you have to subject everybody to your bullshit? Go do it in the privacy of your own home and shut the fuck up about it. Nobody gives a shit. But everybody's like, it's who I am. It's who I am a pothead and you have to know about it and you have to be aware of it. It's fucking weird, man. Good Lord. Sensitive female behavior. Do what you want. Doesn't mean every fucking body else needs to deal with it. Simple as that. But that's the whole problem with the LGBT bullshit and all of that. You know, because people that demand attention, people that demand respect, people that demand acknowledgement, they're not looking for that. They're looking for special treatment. And years ago, when the LGBT bullshit and people like, we just want to be with each other, and society was like, well, that's not a problem. They just want to be with each other. You know, love is love. And next thing you know, now we got these motherfuckers dancing on the streets, flopping their dicks out, flopping their flappy titties out in front of kids. Because you give them an inch, they take a mile. Every fucking time. Don't give people the inch at all. Don't give in to their delusions. Don't give in to their nonsense. No, fuck you. The entire world is operated like this. Suddenly now, because you've been indoctrinated with leftist propaganda, we're supposed to change the history of the fucking world because you want to be seen. Fuck you. That's the way it should be viewed. No, fuck you. Do what you want in the privacy of your own home, but don't bring that shit to my front door. Fuck off. So anyway, but now you see what we're dealing with. Watching Stranger Things, I got multiple gay characters telling me about their struggle. I'm like, fuck off. I don't care. I'm here to watch a show about fucking, you know, an upside down reality with demons and monsters. And I've got gay storylines in this fucking show. Why? Like I saw this right here. Minor spoilers, I guess, for Stranger Things season 4. Maybe it's a major spoiler. I don't know, but I'm giving a spoiler warning. Spoiler warning for Stranger Things. Okay. Spoilers. Okay. Got it? Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. Okay. 3, 2, 1. This is a scene from episode 4. This says, I love that accepting his sexuality is what helped him gain his powers. Yeah. There you go. Right there. Welcome to Stranger Things season 5. Yep. Spoilers over. No more spoilers. Fiesta Cat says, not addiction, but they have to have pot every day. Yeah. I mean, well, again, I'm not saying other people. I'm just telling you me. I don't believe in addiction. Okay. I believe in weak-minded people versus strong-minded people. But that's just me. I'm not a doctor. So I'm just giving you my opinion. I don't believe in addiction. I believe in weak people versus strong people. Sinestro says, I'm a pothead and I think that it's too much. There you go. See? I'm okay with that. Nate says, hope you and everyone had an amazing Thanksgiving. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. The chat says, don't blow your smoke or flop at people. Agreed. Minister Brown thing says, don't give people the inch. Jeremy 2025. Aaron Adams says, okay, you gay IDOT. The chat says, why the fuck did it disappear? First 5 minutes of Stranger Things vid, no interest. Well, that's where Jack Posobiec was bringing. I feel like Jack Posobiec was reaching on that point, but they don't deserve, meaning Stranger Things doesn't deserve the benefit of the doubt. I don't really agree with what Posobiec was saying, but it is what it is. They don't deserve the benefit of the doubt. Daniel Moore says, Jay's question about how Geeks Gamer started and request for starting business. The project is about how enterprise has stifled the EU compared to the freer USA. Well, I don't know how much I can benefit you on that, but, just shoot me an email. I can look and see if I can help. Lapco says, a few bucks for Jeremy, the vegan. He's a vegan because he never talks about it. I mean, seriously, when does a vegan ever talk about it? Exactly. So dumb. Let's see. Your comments are being hidden. Well, they're not being hidden because I just saw your comment. So clearly your comment has not been hidden at all. So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if it maybe YouTube's auto thing hit you or something like that, but I see your comment and I'm bringing a highlight to it. So clearly I'm not trying to keep people from seeing you. So my other comments, well, if your other comments are being hit, it's probably because of YouTube. Laughing Man says he's hiding comments. So even though he has no power here, except for the fact that he runs the channel. So maybe Laughing Man is pulling all the strings from behind the scenes, maybe. Just speculation on my part. Let's see here. Zero says, this Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for my house. My house didn't burn down and Beardo's POS didn't call me a liar in front of 3,000 people live. Happy Thanksgiving 199. Whew. Well, listen, it all worked out. It all worked out. So we talked to him. He's good. He's a cool guy. So Beardo's Christmas tree Tigger says, happy Defeat the Savages Day. Enjoy your corn. Spartan says, I'm watching season 5 right now. It for sure got Netflixed. All the strong women tropes, stupid weak men, and a lot of gayness. That is literally my experience with season 5. Strong women tropes, stupid weak men, and a lot of gayness. That is it right there. That is Stranger Things season 5 in a nutshell. And the sad thing is like they've had awesome female characters in the series. I think Nancy's a great character. I think she's an awesome character. But anyway, I'm not going to go on this rant right now. I'll save it. Throat Goat says, in Michigan, you can't tell it from skunks. Oh, the pot and the weed and all that shit. Yeah, dude, it's really fucking annoying. So, but whatever. Not my business, I guess, right? All right. Oh, look at this. Macy's Day Parade, boys. America is saved. America is saved. This is Macy's Day Parade right here. And Let's freaking go. I'm loving it right there. America is saved. No, I don't think this is real, by the way. I don't think it's real, but we'll see. It would be awesome if it was, though. It would be awesome. Sadly, it won't. Oh boy. Can you imagine what's going to happen if Elon Musk becomes the world's first trillionaire? Now, they already hate him for being a billionaire. Can you imagine what's going to happen if Elon Musk becomes the world's first trillionaire? And I do believe that he will. I absolutely believe that he will become the world's first. That is absolutely insane. That is crazy to think about. Holy crap. He's going to be a trillionaire. I can't even process that. I can't even comprehend it. First African-American trillionaire. Unbelievable. The chat says, last super chat, happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and thankful for Geeks and Gamers and all the coolness they bring. Great guys and great gals. Always a place to return to fun. Hey, man, happy Thanksgiving to you. Appreciate you. Again, we are such an audience-driven, focused, internet community, and you guys are the best. So I really appreciate you guys allowing us the opportunity to do what we do. And we will continue to press forward to the best of our ability. Thank you so much. So happy Thanksgiving. Orange says, what happened to cancel Netflix? Y'all have a brain of goldfish. What the hell happened? Can you find a fucking video of me ever calling to cancel Netflix, you stupid fuck? Can you find any video of me telling people or claiming I'm going to cancel Netflix? Because I've never done it, you stupid fuck. Other people have. I've never said cancel Disney Plus. I've always said spend your money how the fuck you want to spend your money. I've literally said that from fucking 2019, you stupid fuck. Let me find it just for your stupid fucking ass. All right, let's look something up. For your stupid fucking ass, let's look this up, okay? Geeks and Gamers boycott. Okay. Was it, I don't know how to look this shit up. Was it Solo? Holy fuck, that's a long time ago. See if we can find this. So I have videos from back during the Solo boycott or whatever. Oh my God, look how old this is. Made the comment that I was responsible for the Solo boycott, or at least I promoted it. I led the charge, whatever it is. That's just not true. And I've been through this already once with Soy Boy Brian Young, who writes for StarWars.com. He, basically said I was the leader of the Solo boycott, and I had to destroy him with facts, which I did. Then he went and edited the article without acknowledging that he lied. So, he just swept it under the rug because that's what these people do. They're scared to admit that they make mistakes. They don't have what it takes to just say, yeah, I was wrong, I apologize. They don't have that in them. So, Den of Nerds made the comment. Now, making the comment about me being the guy who promoted the boycott or whatever, that's not so much a big deal, as long as when you have the evidence and the facts smack you in the face, then own it and go, yeah, my bad. Let me make another video and acknowledge that I was wrong about that and own my mistake. That would be fine, because we all make mistakes. We all, say things, we hear things, we might get something wrong. I do it all the time. I will continue to do it in the future. And when I am told that I'm wrong, or when I realize I'm wrong, I will admit my mistakes, because I'm not above making mistakes. We're all human beings. We all make mistakes. So
So I tagged Den of Nerds and basically said, you lied about me. And this video has been up for several days. Your comment section is
So see, I've been battling dumb motherfuckers saying this dumb shit about me for years. So my stance on boycotts and all that other bullshit is you spend your money how you want to spend your money. I'll spend mine how I want to spend mine. And when I said I wasn't going to see Solo, I encouraged people to go see Solo twice to offset me not going to see it. So I don't tell people how to spend their money. You dumb fuck. Okay. Where are you from? Where the fuck? Are you from Australia, you dumb fuck? So do some fucking research before you come in here and whining and saying things that I didn't say. I may have said fuck Netflix. I should have said if you want to cancel it, you can cancel it. But I never tell people to spend their money how they want, like however you want to do it. It's not my fucking business. So anyway, Mez says, "Hey, come on now, mate. Hey, look, dude. You got some loser in the chat making you look bad, my fellow Australians. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, he's an idiot. Anyway, let's see. Not one to mince words, are you, Jeremy? No, yeah, fuck that piece of shit. Pork wallet, twat waffle, piece of shit. All right. The chances, I got that one. Fiesta Cat says, Dora, the deported. Tommy says, people keep photoshopping Sora AI on real picture. That's what I'm saying. Little Orphan Funkhauser says, Jeremy claims to not be leave an addiction, yet he's addicted to the grift. Anyways, happy Thanksgiving. Big in chat. Mon Lives Matter, Chat Lives Matter, Hail IDOTS, and Beardo Fat. Troy News says, hope you still own your Tesla. When Elon hits $1 trillion, he'll create tons of new millionaires and billionaires with him. Well, I own Tesla stock, but I will probably never own a Tesla car. I don't know if I'll ever get to a point where I'm comfortable enough to drive an electric vehicle. I don't think that's ever going to happen, but we'll see. Hang on. He responded. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if my question came off as redacted. Well, no, yeah. Okay. So it came off like towards me, like, well, you, what happened to your Netflix boycott? And it's like, I never called for that. Like, I told other people if they want to do it, but I never said I was boycotting Netflix. I've never said I'm boycotting anything except for Captain Marvel. I think I did say I was boycotting that. But I don't believe in boycotts. I think boycotts are retarded grandstanding opportunities for people to try to mobilize people to pretend that they have some real impact when they don't. I think a boycott is a virtue signal. That's what I think it is. So I think if somebody gets online and says, we must boycott, fuck off. It's a virtue signal. That's all it is. That's all a boycott is, because the only way that you truly will have impact is if enough people agree with you. And if enough people agree with you, then that happens organically. That happens naturally. Like, Star Wars has completely failed in the last 10 years, not because somebody called for a fucking boycott, not because someone organized. It's because enough people saw through the bullshit and stopped supporting it. Simple as that. Ghostbusters 2016. Ghostbusters 2016 failed miserably. The all-female Ghostbusters. Not because someone called for a boycott with a virtue signal, because enough people said, this looks like shit and I don't want to go see it. That's it. We're cool. If you've been watching me long enough, you know that if we're not talking shit, we're not friends. So we're cool now. What if the EV could fly, Jeremy? No, hell no, dude. You can't get me on a plane now. I'm not getting on an electric plane. Let me see. Finner Fire says, Freedom. D-Day Santa for $1. Thank you. John freaking Murdoch says pork waffle. Is that an LA cuisine? Or did I hear that wrong? So that's old school G&G. I used to call people twat waffles and pork wallets. So yeah, I'm trying to get back into that old school G&G mentality of just having fun talking shit and, using the old names that I used to use. So, yeah, that's it. Derek Impossible says, happy Thanksgiving, Jeremy. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you. 1992 Space Movie says, I think we should cancel Netflix because they don't have me on there. I thought they were inclusive, but apparently they aren't. I'm a highly rated space movie. You are correct. You are correct. But yeah, if you're still in the chat though, Orange, we're good. I said my piece. You said yours. We're good now. We shake hands and we still call each other gay. That's how men argue. It's just how we have to argue. Men have to insult each other. Men aren't nice to each other. We're not talking about our feelings. We're here to call each other gay and retarded. And like I said, the only time that men are respectful of each other is when someone dies or something serious happens. But other than that, no. We just talk shit. That's it, man. Men aren't, we're going to talk about my feelings. Fuck your feelings. Nobody gives a shit about your feelings. And it's the internet too, by the way. And that's what I keep saying. I keep telling people that have YouTube channels and they're starting new YouTube channels or whatever, like, if you start a YouTube channel, I'm just telling you, no one on the internet gives a fuck about you. They don't care. They care about the content or the topics that you are going to talk about. They don't care about you. And that's the thing a lot of people on the internet misunderstand. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Okay? They care about the memes, they care about the jokes, and they care about the content, but they don't care about you. And I know that sounds brutal, and I'm not saying that people, and what I'm talking about when you're first starting out, so understand that that's my qualifier here. When you're first starting out and you're trying to build an audience, no one gives a shit about you. They care about the content that you are offering, and they care about you providing it. Over time, your audience will care about you and will support you. But I'm just talking about in the early stages of it, nobody cares. Unless you're hot, which I don't have the benefit of. So I have to be entertaining. Women, on the other hand, don't have to be entertaining, don't have to be smart, don't have to be intelligent, don't have to be nice, don't have to read every super chat. They can be bitches. And as long as they've got a pair of decent tits, they're good. Me, on the other hand, I got to be entertaining. I got to read every super chat. Throat Goat just sent me $1. If I don't read his $1, somebody's going to say, Jeremy has no longer cares about his audience's money. Jeremy ignores his audience's money. I have to read every fucking $1 super chat from Throat Goat. Every single one. In order to get the 20s, the 50s, and the 100s, and the proper 199s. I have to. 19, I got that one. Miniature Von Thing says, I can see the grifting wannabe commies like Hassan no longer hating billionaires once Elon becomes a trillionaire, like how they did it with billionaires. This is true. Aaron Adams says, I think the biggest thing that will hurt Trump next year is if he keeps tweeting and don't take no action, and if the economy still not good, not good, the GOP sucks. The thing that can hurt Trump is truly it's just domestic. So, of course, the economy, things domestically, he's done a great job with foreign policy. He's got to focus and lock in on domestic with illegal immigration, with the economy, and these corrupt judges that are blocking everything. He's got to focus in on that. Phil for a 99-cent thank you. Magnum Norris for 20 says, I'm thankful for Jeremy streaming regardless of his family. Jeremy loves us more than he loves his own family, so shut the fuck up and give this man some money. They are probably watching right now and laughing their ass off at that one. That's good. That's good. Tommy says, Jeremy reimburses all super chats. Try it. Oh, yeah. Top chat, not live chat. Oh, fuck. All right, my bad. Hang on. We'll get live chat. Boom. Okay. There. Happy now? Thank you, Magnum Norris. Appreciate it. Tommy, I got that one. Daniel Moore says he needs to read Daniel Moore every GD stream. By the way, that's another thing about Stranger Things Season 5. the word GD is used so much. They use GD and JC all the time. It's distracting. And I'm not saying I'm innocent and all that. I know I say those words too. I try not to. I've tried to dial back that, but holy crap. They say those words constantly in this show, and I don't understand why. Chad Admiral Thrawn says we troll till the end. If a bro passes, we hire a fig guy to cry at the funeral as a final troll. 100%. Marmillan says his issues domestically is all judges blocking. How do you stop that? Oh, that's right. We have a third chair news anchor, Pam Bondi, not a serious AG. He needs to cut that dead weight fast. And the sad thing is, he had somebody in Matt Gaetz that probably would have done it. And they rejected Matt Gaetz because they were scared of Matt Gaetz. And I really think Bondi is right now. I think Bondi's the worst hire in the Trump administration. What two words? GD and JC. So she's been awful. And I just don't know how anybody can defend her. Magnum Norris says, we wish everyone a fantastic Turkey Day, by the way. Thank you, brother. Good to see you, man. You've been here for years. So, but yeah, me personally, I've definitely tried to cut back on using those words, but it was like, it was distracting how much they were saying it. I mean, it was just constant. So, where's Bongino? Very quiet. He has been quiet, but I think there's been some results from Cash and Bongino. Not as they're not doing great, but they've had some results. Aaron James says a good grift tactic here. And Makara is the sweetest of the snake pit. Look at that. Getting a shout out. Isn't that nice? Holman should be AG. That would be awesome. That would be awesome for sure. So let me see if there's any final updates real quick. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Oh, hang on. Was that New York Post? Damn it. Now I got to scroll New York Post and find this. New York Post tweets like all day long. Okay, here it is right here. I'm starting to wonder if we live in a simulation. Okay. I'm wondering if we live in a simulation. You can't make this up. Look at this headline right here. What are we doing, man? Oh, simulation right here. Okay, so hang on. Find me this clip. Somebody mentioned this earlier. So President Trump says he may totally eliminate the federal income tax. Find this clip for me right now. Okay, hang on. I'm searching it right now. Hang on. Trump tax. Let's see. Hang on. Oh boy, here we go. This is it right here. So this is earlier. Okay, here we go.
For the next couple of years, I think we'll substantially be cutting, and maybe cutting out completely, but we'll be cutting income tax. Could be almost completely cutting it because the money we're taking in is going to be so large. And yet other countries who have been ripping us off for many, many years, and many years they've just been ripping us to shreds.
If he does this, he needs to be king. He needs to be king. King Donald J. Trump. Make him king. Seriously, that will absolutely destroy TDS if he pulls that off. Like, that will be the greatest accomplishment any president has ever accomplished. I don't know if it's possible personally. It's kind of like, what Elon Musk was talking about. Let me see if I can find this clip right here. I know I have it somewhere. Let's see. Here. A liked video. Right. Did it get deleted? Tell me it didn't get deleted. Damn it. Must have got deleted. It was Elon Musk clip talking about Doge or whatever, and I liked the video, but apparently it got taken down. Let's see. Elon Musk. It was when he was on with Rogan. That's not it. Jeffries. Yeah, I can't find it. The video that I saw was from a channel that only had about 5 videos, and they all looked like they were taking Rogan's content and kind of splicing it up. Unless that's it. This is the channel, and it does look like it got taken down. Let's see. Yep, it got taken down. So I'll see if I can find it. But Elon was essentially talking about how once he got in with Doge and he saw how bad things were, he basically said it's so bad that it can't be fixed. The deficit is so bad that it can't be fixed. And that's from Elon Musk. And if Elon's basically like, there's no fixing it. Like, the system is so broken. It's so broken and it's so disastrous that it can't be fixed. That's a huge statement coming from him. And so that's kind of depressing, actually, hearing that. Yeah, there's that. Minister Fontaine says the reason AG is always so contested, turns into a deep state clown, is because it's the most threatening position to the criminals running the show. Good point. Good point. All right, we're at 2 hours. I don't know. I know Gary was supposed to go live. I don't know if he's live right now. I know Gary is supposed to go live over on Nerdrotic Live, but I haven't seen if he is or not. Do you guys see anything from him? Not yet. So he's not live yet. I know he's supposed to, but I don't even see a stream made yet. He just texted me, so I'm going to respond here in a bit. Fortnite, not tonight because I don't have everything set up for gaming right now. So maybe tomorrow night I'll run Fortnite, but I can't do it tonight. But this has been an awesome stream. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Ryan says people hate Trump yet spend the stimulus check. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They don't know what these people are stupid, dude. They really are. So Gary's supposed to go live on Nerdrotic Live. So make sure you guys are checking that out. But yes, I really appreciate it. You're in an empty room. Yes. Yes. This is my new state-of-the-art setup. Look at that. Look at that. I got my camo backpack here to show off this amazing setup that we have here. This might be the best setup I've ever had. A lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of passion went into this. And yeah, we'll see though. And listen, this is what you can do when you're a grifter of my stature. Okay? You can change the color. Boys, this is the production value you all come here for, okay? We can get MAGA red, okay? We can even do the, can we do the, hang on, does that work? Fuck, no, that doesn't work. Okay, I'm retarded, never mind. How about that? Nope, that doesn't work either. Well, fuck me. Nothing's working. Anyway, money well spent, says Arclight. Money well spent. But thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. Cobra Cast tomorrow night. And then I'll probably do a gaming stream after that. So happy Thanksgiving. I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving with your family, your friends, and whoever else you're hanging out with. Mr. Bentham says that you only get this good after the forklift certification. You damn right. Anyway, and yeah, I'll be on FNT. Laughing Man, I'll be on FNT. So thank you guys. Have a good evening, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.